Some people will just complain about anything, won't they? $20 for a Zelda Season Pass, and all I see is people freaking out because, Nintendo has added a DLC to Zelda. So what? Like, every game comes out with a DLC or Season Pass these days. Like, every game, regardless of whether the game works with DLC, whether it deserves DLC. This is a proven game, and we already know it is massive in scope. So it is the perfect candidate for a DLC pack. And not only that, it's $20 freaking dollars. Okay, here's an example of shitty season passes. Let's look at Fallout 4. When Fallout 4 came out in Australia, obviously it was normal price. Fallout 4 was $100, and the season pass at that time was $40, $39.95. $40 for a freaking season pass, and we didn't even know what was in it. They didn't even tell us what was in the season pass. Anyway, fast forward like a month and a half or something like that, and Bethesda increased the price of this season pass. They increased it to $69.95 in Australia, $70. At the time, you could buy the entire game brand new at retail for $67. So the season pass cost more than the game. And let's look at the quality of the DLC packs in that season pass. One of them, an entire DLC pack, was dedicated solely to art assets for your builder town. So something the art department threw together at almost no cost. And I'm sorry, they did have to make some static meshes so it would actually be usable in game. That's nothing. It was literally a pack full of art assets for more than what the goddamn game cost. And yes, maybe the rest of the season pass added more tangible stuff, but they definitely didn't add an entire game's worth of content in there. Let's compare that to Nintendo's previous DLC packs. Let's look at Mario Kart 8. Mario Kart 8 launched with 32 tracks for $12. $12, keep in mind, you got 16 new tracks. That is 50% of the content that was in the game added for $12. Not to mention 6 extra characters and like a bunch of extra color palettes for existing characters, which is basically art asset stuff, which is like what entire goddamn season passes are made up of in some shit games. $12 for 50% added extra content. Let's look at Hyrule Warriors on Wii U. When that first launched, there was a season pass for $20 that included 4 DLC packs. 4. And the DLC packs weren't crap. They were substantial. They added so much goddamn content to Hyrule Warriors that I haven't played it now in 3 months, since the last 2 DLC packs come into it. If I logged on now, I would have basically an entire new game to play for $20 goddamn dollars. There is no reason to complain about a $20 season pass in Zelda, and we know it's going to add content because Nintendo always adds actual content in their DLC. The stupid thing that's going around at the moment about the shirt or whatever, yet the shirt isn't actually part of the DLC. That's a bonus, because people would be angry if you bought something and didn't get something straight away. So they're just saying, yeah, the actual content for the season pass isn't coming till later in the year, so here is some cosmetic stuff. Instead of making the cosmetic stuff part of the actual DLC pack. Final Fantasy 15. Okay, so there was one other thing. The so-called paywall for the online subscription for the online subscription service. People have been complaining about that. A paywall and DLC in Zelda. Kimishima said it would be between $20 and $30 per year. Per year. If it was $20 a year, that's less than $2 a month. That's not a wall. That's a stepping stone. It's nothing. $2 is nothing. And I said this when they first announced it was going to be paid. I said, look at their other online paid service, which is Pokemon Bank, which is $4 a year. $20 a year is barely a subscription service. Honestly, people. $1.50 a month or something. $1.50 a month. Holy crap. I spend like 12 times that when I go to McDonald's for one meal. Alright guys, I just had to say that because people are freaking out about the DLC pack. There's really nothing to worry about. It's not going to be necessary to buy it in the first place because Zelda is going to be a complete game, you know, unlike most Ubisoft, EA and Activision games. It's going to be a complete game. It's going to be massive in scope. Monolith Soft have already said it's bigger than Xenoblade Chronicles X, which was a huge goddamn game. So there is nothing to worry about. $20 for a DLC pack that will add actual content? Fine. $20 a year for an online subscription service with some perks? Fine. Alright guys, see you soon.